Ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for the Sim500 Midnight Thunder Truck Series. Tonight we are at Michigan International Speedway for the fourth race of the season. Actually, no, this is the fifth race. Sorry, we missed last week because I was out and about. But tonight we are back. Last week, Bobby Wetzel in the Ryan Super Flow Chevrolet got the job done at Nashville Super Speedway. Came down to a pretty good close finish between him and Michael Muncie, just about half a second. Wetzel led 13 total laps. Tyler Dalton dominated the race, along with Derek Myers and Hamish Gallagher coming in second and third with the most laps led, respectively. And this is going to be quite the show we have for you guys tonight. So far, Wesley Donaldson has the fastest lap, and then it's Kevin Stone in car number 77. That's a very nice looking machine right there. The RS Custom Chevrolet Silverado, Famucci on the rear. Train service on the windshield there. Great colors on that car. Then we got obviously Tyler Dalton here inside the top 5. Ron Hollifield, Shea Dairyman. There's Derek Stanley. New look for him. He's in a Red Bull this week. Oh yeah, Chad Coleman as well. He hasn't had the greatest of all speed he may have been hoping for this season, but he is looking like he might be able to get some redemption here tonight at Michigan. It's going to be a big track for these trucks. It's likely going to be a super speedway for sure. So we'll just have to wait and see what these drivers have in store for us here tonight. 3 minutes left of practice. We have just 67 laps of racing here tonight. Let's go ahead and get maybe a word with Chad Coleman on his thoughts. If it'll let me. There we go. Hey Chad, shot up in the booth with VRA. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, buddy. You are back at it again. You're 12th right now on the practice board. You haven't had the greatest speed in recent weeks. Chad, what are you going to try to do to maybe turn your luck around here tonight?
Just, I don't know, just basically just run it. Race, see what happens. Haven't been here haven't ran many races this season just because we've been doing other stuff, so, we're home tonight, so we decided to race.
Well, what are your expectations for your number 38 Adrenaline Shock Toyota Tundra for tonight's event here at Michigan?
Hopefully qualify somewhere in the top 5 and, just hang around there till close to the end and, try to get us a win.
How's that truck feeling? Do you think it's going to get tight, get loose, or do you think it's going to stay relatively the same throughout the run here?
I think it'll get tight in the draft, but, for qualifying, it's pretty much wide open. First, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 laps, you can about be wide open. I don't know if you want to be, but you can be.
Alright, Chad, well, good luck tonight in Michigan. Hopefully you can get the job done, and we'll be rooting for you up here in the booth, my friend.
Alright, thanks, man.
Alright, and that's basically going to conclude pre-race stuff. Now, we are going to go ahead and get ready for tonight's national anthem. Maybe. Hopefully it lets me. I don't know if it will or not. Nope, doesn't look like it will. Okay. We'll try to fix that for next week. I don't know why, but it's not playing the sound right now, which isn't nice. But yeah, going through the running order here, we have Wesley Donaldson, Kevin Stone, E.J. O'Rourke, Shea Dairyman, George Rykon, Jason Casper, Tyler Dalton, Jonathan Cadell, Bobby Wetzel going back-to-back maybe here tonight. Gary Sexton, Derek Stanley, Thomas Lewandowski, Rich Jett, Steve Herring, Jeremy Reed, Michael Muncie, Joe Sloaniker, Joshua Gathright, That's the 89 actual. And we got David Comstock, Brett Murphy, Hamish Gallagher, Death on the backstretch. Up and over goes EJ Rourke, but it's Christopher Spencer, Dustin Myers, and then Derek Myers. Or wait, Dustin German, Derek Myers, sorry. And fatality on the speedway there for car number 41. Honestly, let's see what happened here. It looks like he took out the 57 machine, George Raikkonen, and rode the wall the rest of the way down towards the apron of turn 3 there. That concludes practice. Now we move into qualifying. This is where it counts. Where will these drivers be pulling off of the grid? EJ had the fastest practice lap. Can he replicate that lap and get another smoker here in qualifying? On your screen now is car number 24, Joshua Gathright. Bright Rainbow number 80, 24, 89. I don't know what number he actually is. I think I'm gonna go with 89 because that's what his username is. But I can't quite. Is that Dubby or Dubsy? Something like that. Dubby on the back there. Good group of sponsors for Chevrolet Silverado here tonight. Looking to get a good run at it. Here's Chad Coleman. We talked to him before. Seems pretty confident in his piece here tonight. There's Jonathan Cadell in the Sim500 number 69 Toyota Tundra. That is, again, another beautiful paint scheme by these guys. These guys, this series has some really great schemes here. Here's Gary Sexton, another good car. Jeez, man. There, banner scheme after banner schemes. He's all out on his first lap now, heading into turn number 1. Looks like maybe a bit of a wobble there. I don't know how these cars feel. We heard from Coleman there that it's going to be full throttle. That was expected. I mean, I kind of figured I was going to have this is a big 2-mile oval. It's going to be a plate race style racing for sure, no matter which way you try to put it. Kevin Stone here now on your screen. Looked like he had some pretty good pace there in practice. Let's see if he can maybe get the job done here tonight. And that number 77. Currently on top of the board, Gary Sexton. And then it's Chad Coleman, Shea Dairyman here. Let's see if he can maybe better his lap time here on lap number 2. I don't know if this will be a 1-lap track or a 2-lap track. I would assume a 1-lap track, honestly. I don't really think you can do a whole lot better on your second lap, if I'm honest. But right now, Brian Beach is going to take that 3rd spot away from the 09. Gary Sexton still up on top. Thomas Lewandowski, Ron Hollifield coming out on track. And Dairyman going to put a close on his qualifying efforts here tonight. 41.195. He's going to gain 1 more spot up to 4th. And Ron Hollifield now going to put a close on lap number 1 here. Looked very loose at a turn number 4. But that's actually a pretty good lap time. 41.023, top of the board. Wait. Oh, off by a thousandths, but doesn't matter. First car hit the 39's Dustin German. And as I say that, Lewandowski hits a 39.970. Here's Jerry West on your screen now. Jerry West has had some pretty good runs here recently. Let's see if he can maybe put these together and get another win. He won a few weeks ago at Texas, I do believe it was. No, it was Las Vegas. Looking for a win number 2. So far this season, we've had 4 different winners in this 11-race season. EJ Rourke in 9th right now. Jerry West is going to take that 16th spot right now. But right now, Tyler Dalton top of the board, 39.891. If you didn't expect that, then I don't know what to tell you. You should have. If you guys don't know, Tyler Dalton has the nearly the most Sim 500 career poles. And if he can get another pole here tonight, that'll be 103 for the driver of the number 19 machine. So he's getting up there. Not quite as many as Falkingham. You guys all know Daniel Falkingham, but I'm trying to say here, Falkingham is 115 career poles in 475 races, which is an insane amount. But here's last week's winner, Bobby Wenzel, trying to get a lap posted here, but let's see what he can do out of turn number 4. He's running the apron, 37, 38, 39, not going to break the board quite as well as he may have wanted, but 39.991 still good enough for a top 5 starting position. And now let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineup presented by the Sim500 Midnight Thunder Truck Series. On your front row here tonight on the inside is Tyler Dalton with career pole number 103, and Thomas Lewandowski on his outside in car number 20. Row number 2, we have Brett Murphy in the 64s. Had some good qualifying efforts, but seems to fade towards the long run here. Let's see if he can maybe switch that around here tonight. It was on his outside in the number 9. Last week's winner in Las Vegas, or Nashville Super Speedway rather, is Bobby Wetzel. Row number 3 here, Dustin German's going to be rounding out the top 5, and Gary Sexton in the number 13, starting 6th. Row number 4, we have Ron Hollifield, along with Chad Coleman in car number 8, just shy of a top 5, but honestly, Chad, top 10's not that bad either. And row number 5, rounding out your top 10, Jonathan Cadell in truck number 69, starting 9th here tonight, and Brian Beach in truck number 92. Row 6, we have E.J. O'Rourke in the number 41, with Derek Myers on his outside in car number 23. Row number 7 is Derek Stanley in the Red Bull 85, and Jerry West in the 86. We got 85, 86 right beside each other. And now, rounding out your front 15 drivers is Shea Dairyman in the VRN sponsor number 09, and George Reincon in the 57 number 57 starting 16th. Oh God, words. Row number 9 here tonight is Christopher Spencer in car number 6, not too far away from his teammate Jerry West. And then Kevin Stone did not have a great qualifying lap. That honestly surprised me. 40.349. Hopefully he can work his way back up through the field here, as it looks like they're going to start rolling here. And then the rest of the field here, top 20, Joshua Gathright in car number 24, starting 19th, with David Comstock in the 013 on his outside. And then Hamish Gallagher did not set a qualifying lap. He's starting 21st, along with Jason Casper. He starts 22nd. And then row number 12 here is Michael Muncy and Rich Jett. And then Wesley Donaldson starting 25th, and Gail Brooks starting 26th. And we have Steve Herring starting 27th, and Joe Sloniker starting 28th. And I think that's going to round out the field. Nope. Jeremy Reed starting 29th, and on the 15th row in car number 96 is Jerry Livingston in the 30th position, and that's going to round out tonight's starting lineup. We have 67 laps of racing coming to you here, all live here on the Virtual Racing Network. The race specs here tonight is going to be 2 green-white checkered attempts. As usual, 0 fast repairs, 3 sets of tires, and the maximum fuel these drivers have is 75. So we're going to have to see how these drivers do with these race conditions. It looks like it's going to be cloudy here tonight, so we could see some cloud cover, maybe change up the track over the course of the night, but let's get this thing underway. It's going to be Tyler Dalton, Lewandowski, your front row. Pace car pulls off to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. We are racing at Michigan. And here they come out, turn number 2, side by side, still the 64, looking for a hole. He's falling back, Murphy. But here comes Lewandowski on the inside, looking for the race lead, almost making contact with Tyler Dalton. That was very close there for the race lead as they're battling hard all around the track. Looks like we got a 3-wide battle here. And it looks like that's the 6 of Christopher Spencer being pushed by the 86. Look at those two linked up pretty quickly there. Only took them about half a lap or so to get together. And then 3 wide, Joshua Gathright, George Rincon, and Shea Dairyman on the inside. Let's see if we can see if there's going to be a dominant line here tonight. I kind of want to give the power to the 57 right now, because he has the momentum out of the turn and he has the draft. And Dairyman's going to slide in behind that 89 of Gathright. And they're going to go 3 wide again. It looks like that 86 of Jerry West is getting sucked into the middle there. He will lose the spot to the 89 for now. It is a hornet's nest towards the middle of the pack here. Ooh, Hollifield, nearly making contact there with that 65 machine on the outside. That almost ended badly. But right now, it is teammates at the helm of this thing. Tyler Dalton, Bobby Wenzel on your top 2 spots, with Thomas Lewandowski in 3rd here on lap number 3. All single file here until you get to the mid pack here. The 69 of Jonathan Cadell looking for some ground here. But here comes Derek Myers, hard charger right now, looking for some momentum on the top lane. He has it. He's getting pushed from George Rincon, the man in black. He's got that Dale Earnhardt Sr. inspired good wrench, number 57 on him right now. And then a little further back here, looks like everything has calmed down, but the 77 working his way up through the field. He is already up to 18th position after starting, I think it was around 25th or something. I don't know exactly where he started, but I mean, he was a little further back than some of us expected. Oh, big check up there for Comstock. I wonder what had happened to that number 013. Looks like he had to check up on entry there. And it looks like it's crazy back here. We're going to go on board Kevin Stone here as he leads us through turn number 1. He's got Wesley Donaldson, David Comstock, and Hamish Gallagher all battling behind him. He's going to loop the bottom, move up. It looks like he might have someone on his outside here. Yes, he does. That is Shea Dairyman. No, never mind. That's a little further back. That's actually Christopher Spencer there. Sorry, I didn't see his name on timing and scoring. Here comes Comstock with a bit of a run, maybe out of 4. We'll go ahead and go gyro cam now on the 77. Turn it around here so you can see everything that's going on. There's Christopher Spencer in the number 6 machine. Comstock there in the black and green number 013 Monster Energy Chevy. And up ahead, it's a bunch of trucks that this guy needs to get past. He has speed. Look out for Kevin Stone as he makes his way up through the field here tonight. Go ahead, go like a little door cam action here as we'll move up through the field. We're on board Chad Coleman right now. He's worked his way only up 1 position so far. Being patient here, that's the name of the game right now for these drivers. You don't want to push it too hard. You might burn up your stuff, and I don't really know how much of an impact these tires are going to be. But currently Tyler Dalton has fallen down to 4th, and Bobby Wenzel has taken the race lead. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. We'll go ahead and look for it. I don't know when it would have happened. I guess around lap 5 or something. I don't know. I can't seem to find anything, but right now it is car number 9 leading the way. And after a near all all near single file group, except for here towards the back, a little bit of racing going on. It looks like Lewandowski stepping out of line. Nope, never mind. That's Tyler Dalton stepping out of line up front. He's looking for the race lead. Dalton goes with Wenzel, and Lewandowski now looking for momentum on the top side with Brett Murphy pushing him. Dustin German there in tow with Gary Sexton not too far back. We saw a race here with the trucks in Michigan just a handful of weeks ago now. The OG Scar Clash was a pretty fun event to watch, and it was very unpredictable. It was very chaotic too. It was very enjoyable in my opinion. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a very similar product to that. Maybe a few less cautions, but you never know what's gonna happen here on the racing surface as this game really racy up front. Oh, the 11 and 13 going at it there for fifth. Hard racing here in the top five as Gary Sexton trying to work his way inside the top five. Coleman and O'Rourke back here, just a few frames back, I guess you could say, trailing this lead pack here by a bit. And as you guys saw there, it looks like there's a bit of a cloud cover there in 3 and 4. That's going to tighten up the racetrack for these drivers here, as it's cooling that surface down, and it's going to tighten up these race cars and make them push towards the outside wall. And we might see someone smack the outside wall here soon. Maybe not soon, but just gonna have to keep an eye on that. We might see an accident caused by that or something crazy. Yep, huge cloud cover here. We'll get a nice wide angle for you guys here. You can see how much shade 3 and 4 has compared to pretty much the rest of the speedway here as the field heads on to the tri-oval and into turn number 1. You can see that there is not as much shade as there is in 3 and 4 as there is in 1 and 2. And that's usually the case. Maybe at the smaller tracks like Martinsville or Bristol, you'll have the full track under a cloud cover, but most of the time these bigger 1 to 2 mile ovals really is when it varies from corner to corner, especially at Pocono, for example, or like obviously Michigan, Talladega, Daytona, just to name a few. But I mean, Dover and Phoenix, probably not as big of a difference there because of how small, but they're pretty solidly big sized tracks. But I mean, Martinsville, it's likely going to cover the entire track and not just one singular turn because of how small it is. As these drivers are still not letting go here on lap number 12, still relentless on the throttle. As E.J. O'Rourke working his way inside the top 5 now, looking for 4th from Brett Murphy. And Chad Coleman as well, trying to work his way through the field of Brian Beach in the Baja Blast, number 92. He is looking for some more positions. I know you guys missed last week's and forgot to do this during the pre-race, but let's take a look at the points heading into tonight's event. I mean, they were pretty close earlier before we missed Nashville, but let's look at them now. It's still Hamish Gallagher at the helm of this, and everyone's still really close and under a blanket. I mean, first and second are tied in points right now. Wait, no one's tied in points apparently. That's just breaking. That's broken or something. I don't know what's going on there. But Michael Muncy, second in the points right now. He's looking for his 4th top 10 of the season. He's only 10 points behind your current points leader, Hamish Gallagher. So that points battle is heating up. Derek Myers, Bobby Wenzel, pretty close together. And we got Jerry West, Tyler Dalton. I mean, it is insane what everything is going on right now with all the point differences and stuff. Biggest gainer from last week was Jason Casper, who moved up 17 positions over from the previous race there, which is a big amount of positions to gain. And you got rounding out the points right now, Ben McDonald, John Mustaine Jr., Derek Stanley, Brian Beach. Like I mentioned before, we've only had 4 different winners. 3 of them are inside the top 5 in points, but only 1 is outside of that number, and it's Chad Coleman. As caution is out on the speedway. Don't know what the cause is yet. We're going to go ahead and look for... Oh, that's Michael Muncy's Ford F-150 with damage there. Was he caught up in it after the fact? Where did it happen? That's the question. Take a look at something here. Maybe it happened towards this area of the field. When did he get... Okay, caution's out now. Okay, still going all at it. How did he get damaged, though? I saw smoke. I think it happened on the Trial. Oh, I think I saw it. I think I saw it. Yep, there it is. That's Joshua Gathright. Let's see what happened. Oh, looks like it was a big wreck there. Here, Jonathan Goodell on the inside in the 69 here. Looks like 89 got up into the outside wall. It came down into George Rincon and David Comstock there. And some guys barely made it through that one. I think, not trying to be biased here, but I think we're going to have a good show here on board the 09. O'Shea and Darren, let's see what happened here up in front of him. Oh, yeah. I mean, everything just... Oh, here's another onboard shot here. Christopher Spencer, I mean, you just see him just fly away there. That was not the biggest wreck we've seen, but definitely something to keep our eyes open for. It looks like Michael Muncie stayed out on track. And Rich Jett is now your race leader because he too is staying out here. Let's see if we can snag an interview with anyone here. Let's get Bobby Wenzel up in the booth here. Hey Bobby, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy?
Got a copy.
All right, we've had some really good speed these past 2 weeks. You coming off the win last week in Nashville. Congrats on that, by the way. Sadly, I wasn't here to commentate that one, but I mean, you got some good speed once again. Your number 9 super full machine. What's your confidence level here going into Michigan?
Well, Michigan's always been good to us, but it's like a mini Talladega, Daytona almost. So it does become a little bit of a crapshoot, but I, I'm real. I'm pleasantly happy right now about this. I think we're going to have a good run. As long as we can stay out of other people's messes, I think we're going to have a good top 5 run and compete for the win.
Well, how's that car feeling? We've only ran about 16 or so green flag laps, but I mean, everyone's on fresh tires now. How was the car feeling towards the end of the run there, Bobby?
It was just starting to snug up a little. Not as much as the guys behind me. I had the clean air, so it was saving me a little bit. But yeah, it was all about maintaining that clean air, and so it wouldn't snug up as much. And really, we're surprised that the high line is very dominant. When we did some testing earlier, we were thinking that it might be a low line race. It just felt like it hooked better down there. But the momentum's up top during the race, so who knows how it's going to go. There's definitely 2 lines that you can run right now, and it's going to put on a good show for you guys.
All right, well, good luck on this restart, Bobby. Sorry to keep you a little bit longer. Have fun the rest of the night.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, I didn't realize that I didn't send it to the live feed again. So sorry, Bobby, for that. I didn't mean to keep you that long there, buddy. But let's see what happens here on this restart. It's going to be Gary Sexton leading the field in his Battle Beaver number 13. He is going to be looking to get some bonus points for leading the lap. So let's see if he can get it done, though. He'll have Tyler Dalton on his outside, and then Bobby Wenzel and E.J. Rourke in row number 2. But here it goes into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back out, and a solid restart for the front 3 rows. But, I mean, after that, it's pure chaos. Brian Beach did not get a launch there. Oh, boy. Keep an eye on this mid-pack again here, folks. Let's see what happens into turn number 1. Very tight. Derek Myers splitting the middle there. Keeping it clean so far. Everyone's okay. Everyone's still breathing and all that good stuff. Okay, cool. We're good. We made it through the first turn alive. It was a little sketchy there with the 23 and I think it was the 85 also and the 1. They are very tightly 3 wide, and now they're 3 wide up front. Wiggle by the 41. 20 up in the outside wall. There he goes. He's losing a ton of positions along with EJ Rourke, Thomas Lewandowski. Both trucks slowing down on the speedway. They get themselves regrouped and re-going here. Let's see if we can take a look at the replay. What happened? It looks like the 13 got loose. It's hard to tell. Let's go far chase here. It looks like Sexton got loose and EJ just got loose again by overreacting. Maybe I'm not really sure what caused the 41 to get loose there. Not 100% sure. And then obviously Lewandowski just had to check up. Had nowhere to go and didn't want to plow into the back of the 41, obviously. And he is relegated all the way down to his 16th position now. Man, a tragic start to this stint here for that number 20 machine and the 41. EJ had it better. He was able to recover. He's still inside the top 10 right now. So he's still holding on strong. Hanging tough, if you will. But up front, Bobby Wetzel, Tyler Dalton still running this race with Chad Coleman. Here comes a new challenger here, folks. A-Shock Adrenaline number 38 Toyota Tundra back into the mix of this thing. Inside the top 5 right now, we have 3 Chevys, 2 Toyotas, and the first Ford can't be seen unless we go all the way down to the 17th position to Christopher Spencer. So not a lot of Fords in this race. Actually, all the Fords are pretty much together except for Michael Muncy, who is in 30th, but it's Spencer, Ford, Brooks, Ford, Reed, Ford, German, Ford, a lot of Fords. They're all grouped together. There's 5 Fords in this entire field. Right now, it's a 3-horse race for the race lead, and holy cow, it is getting spicy for a second between Bobby Wetzel, Chad Coleman as the field heads into turn number 1. Problems for Jerry West. No caution, they're still going, but what happened to the 86? I saw him just drop like a rock down the running order. Looks like he got tagged by Ron Hollifield there. What a save by Jerry West. He was, wow. He kept, how did he get side damage? He didn't hit anything, did he? Oh, let's get another look at that one, though. Watch the one car, gets up, he tries to make a move, and just, looks like he tried to commit to the move and then backed down to the last second, even though he was already there. Not quite sure what happened. I mean, holy cow, he had man. What great car control by the 86. Kept that thing under him. And the battle for the lead is still on, but now it's opened up to a lot more drivers, and Sexton is now going to fall down the running order. Here comes Derek Myers and Derek Stanley going around that number 13. Myers up to 4th, and Stanley looking for 5th. The momentum is going to go to the 13 once again. Maybe not. It's going to be close here. Here at the line, it goes to Stanley, but here comes Brian Beach throwing his hat into the ring. He's going to go with the 85 for now. What is he going to do later on down the road, though, as the field heads into turn number 2? All single file until you get to position 5 and 6. Still side by side here on lap 25. They are, oh my, they are dead even into turn 3. Someone is going to have a big crash here for sure. Still side by side. Brian Beach just nowhere to go right now with that momentum. Looking for a hole here between the two drivers, and it looks like Stanley's going to have it. And a bit of a slide job there to confirm the position. But now Brian Beach, Gary Sexton are in the same position that Derek Stanley and Sexton were in, but now Brian Beach has Brett Murphy pushing him. It's just going to be a big old loop right now. As there are lots of action going on here. Lewandowski trying to work his way back up through the field after previous contact with the 41 and the 20. He's already back up into 11th and almost inside the top 10 as he's trying to get around Ron Hollifield to affirm that 11th position. That's David Comstock there on the bottom in the black and green 013. He is one lap down now. Don't know what happened to his number 013 machine, but not looking good. He was running inside the top 15 there, I want to say, throughout the first 17, 16 laps that we ran green on the initial start. As Lewandowski now, huge run. He really threw it into turn 3 there. Side by side, looking for 11th. Looks like he is going to take it this time. Wesley Donaldson. I don't know what paint scheme that is. I can't tell what's on the hood. Is that a Worldwide Express, maybe? It's hard to tell, but still. Holding tough on the top lane right now over points leader Hamish Gallagher. Muncie not having a good race, and he is actually disconnected from the session, it looks like. Yes, he has. Wow. He's having a good points day, just not having a good race. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the standings again here. Hamish Gallagher, that's Michael Muncie, Tyler Dalton, Jerry West, Bobby Wetzel, your top 5. And all of them are within 20 points of each other. So realistically, Tyler Dalton might be able to take the points lead here. And maybe he can get redemption for barely missing out on the championship last season to Chad Coleman here, who is also contending for the win here tonight. We're already close to lap 33, which is the halfway mark here tonight. We'll go ahead and go back through the field, check up on Lewandowski. Excuse me. As he is trying to work his way around Brian Beach for 10th. Seems like a lot of it has calmed down. Gary Sexton making a move there in the 13 now. Trying to get around EJ O'Rourke for 7th. But I mean, working the bottom there, I don't know if that's really going to work for anybody, really. We haven't seen it work ever, honestly, from what we've seen so far here tonight. And I don't think we'll see it ever, like I mentioned. But Lewandowski now all over the back bumper of the 13. He's going to try the bottom. He's made it work before, but like we just said, it hasn't really worked a ton. It's really only worked for Thomas. Kevin Stone working his way up inside the top 15 now. Trying to get around Wesley Donaldson for 14th. It's a big momentum game. That's the name of the games here tonight, guys. You gotta have the momentum to make moves. You have to have the speed to make it stick, as it's getting a little rowdy up here. Battle for the lead, not really existent right now, as they are all pretty spread out between the top 3. And then Derek Myers, Derek Stanley, Brett Murphy, the 11 out of shape back there. Well, I don't know what happened to Dustin German to be exact, really. But we're going to go ahead and take a halfway break here. We will be right back in just a few short moments. Alright, welcome back to the Virtual Racing Network, home of the Sim500 Midnight Thunder Truck Series. Tonight we are at Michigan International Speedway, and this is live coverage of the main event here tonight. 35 laps in, Tyler Dalton currently leads over Bobby Wetzel, Chad Coleman, and then it's Derek Myers, Derek Stanley rounding out your front five with Brett Murphy, EJ O'Rourke, Jonathan Goodell, Brian Beach, and Thomas Lewandowski, who finally got himself inside the top 10 there. And now, looking at latest race results, coming off the win last week is that number 9, carrying some momentum into tonight's event here. And it looks like he's doing pretty good right now with those front three pulling away from the rest of the field majorly. And I don't know if those three will ever slow down. I mean, I feel like this middle has not calmed down whatsoever. It has been a huge jumble. And it looks like trouble in the back for the 20 or the 09. Looks like he may have smacked the outside wall there here on lap 37. No, 36. Actually, he's going to go a lap down as he brings it down pit road. I don't know if Derek Myers will be able to get to the lead pack here or not. The top three have really pulled away from the rest of the field here. And by the looks of it, Dairyman just pit. I wonder if we're going to see a pit box, or not pit box, but pits coming up here soon. Drivers have been out for about 20 laps now. So, I really don't know what to expect here, really. We're going to see some crazy stuff here as we're looking at the timing of Shay's pit stops here. It looks like it's going to be a long one by the looks of it. It's already gone over 20 seconds on our timing board, 25 now. So it looks like a lot of damage to the right side of that machine. From what I'm looking at here, most of the pit boxes average around 14 seconds here. Gary Sexton had a 10-second pit stop. I'm going to guess he either took less fuel or only 2 tires. One of the two. No in between. We got a minute 13 for Joshua Gath right there. He had a lot of damage there, so I can see why he was in pits for quite a while. If we look at the gap between 3rd and 4th here, it is closing a bit. He does have their draft now, so I think everyone's going to group back up together towards the end of this run here. And there'll be one big, giant, happy family once again before this night's over. We're coming up on just 27 laps to go here. Getting very close to the end of this one, folks. I don't know when pit stops are going to be. We'll see if this maybe gets into it soon. I would assume so. As there goes David Comstock. He's going to go another lap down. And Shea Dairyman has disconnected. As battle in here is not calmed down whatsoever. The front five are really the calm before the storm, if you will. For this chaotic bottom half here. Battling it out here. Tight between the 92 and the 20. Really trying to work hard for positions. Trouble for Dustin German. He's actually bringing it down pit road here on lap 40. I'd expect some other guys to maybe follow suit. It's gonna be close here tonight. So pit stops coming up here soon for sure. We just do not know when exactly. The 6 of the 90 battling for 13th right now. Tyler Dalton putting on a clinic here at Michigan. Trying to get win number 2 of the season. Become the first multi-time winner. Everybody in the top 3 will be, whoever wins tonight, if it's someone from the top 3 right now, it would be a multi-time winner if it was someone from them. Yeah, actually, I want to say top 4 even. I think Derek Myers won a race this season, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. No, not yet. I'm thinking of the Trans Service Truck Series for Sim500. He just won the race there this previous Wednesday night, I do believe, right? Something like that. Oh, I don't know. It was at, oh no, it was 2 weeks ago at Iowa. That's the race he won. Okay. I just had to pull it up because I couldn't remember. But we're getting closer to that 20 laps to go mark. So we are inching ever so close to the end of this one here, folks. And I'm going to take a look quick. Has anybody else pitted yet? It looks like Lewandowski has come down pit road. Actually, he's coming down pit road now as we speak. Oh, trouble for EJ O'Rourke right as we go into him up on two wheels and around he goes in the grass. Tries to pull Lightning McQueen. Hold the brakes, Buford. Hold it. There he goes. He's good. Caution is out. EJ O'Rourke goes for a ride. And what perfect timing for Christopher Spencer, Thomas Lewandowski, and Dustin German. No, Joshua Gathright, sorry. Oh, Lord. As soon as we went to him, too, it happened. Let's take a look at the replay here. He's holding his line. Here comes Jonathan Cadell with a huge push. Whoa, that was a massive push. And it looks like Rourke just wasn't expecting it. And around he went, held the brakes, tried to get it going again. At least he didn't hit anything. Just lost a ton of track position there for truck number 41 of EJ O'Rourke. Dustin German is going to be the lucky dog here tonight. For caution under lap 44, we're going to go ahead, take a break here, and we'll come back once we're ready to go green. Alright, here we go. Restart's going to be happening with 21 laps remaining here at the MIS, Michigan International Speedway. We just got word from the driver of the 09 that he had, when he pitted, he had around 7 laps of fuel left, and then a personal injury made him DNF here tonight. It's going to be 27 laps of fuel, which it looking like, and that will be more than enough to get these guys to the end. They should be roughly 7 or so laps to the good here tonight. So it's going to be, if we go triple overtime, which at this rate, I highly doubt it. We've gone only 2 cautions here tonight. One perfectly timed caution for Thomas Lewandowski and Christopher Spencer as they coming out of the pits and the caution came out. So, I mean, let's see how this restart fares for these drivers. It's going to be Lewandowski, Spencer, Dalton, Myers, Wetzel, your top 5 here. And a big, massive jump for car number 20 there. He's going to get out to a massively 3/10 of a second there over that as he's reaching 4/10, but he lost the draft. He's going to be in big trouble here in a minute. Side by side there for third, Derek Myers, Tyler Dalton. Here comes Bobby Wetzel and Brett Murphy. They're working together for 6th and 7th. And Lewandowski, he is looking for the race lead. Here comes Tyler Dalton on the inside. Bumper to the back of the 6. It looked like there may be some contact between the 6 and the 23. Tight racing for the front 6 positions. Oh, Lord. And what a block by the 23. He's going to go up top. 3 wide almost for the race lead. Here comes Coleman on the inside. He's going to dive down to the inside of Christopher Spencer. He's going to run that first lane. Slide up the track a bit, wear those guys out. He's going to take the position out of turn number 2. Coleman now to the race lead as they're still side by side for second. And on the attack again, Derek Myers on the bottom, trying to slide up again in front of Coleman. Clear by a hair. He'll take it for now, that is. Coleman's going to push him down the front stretch. Coleman, is he going to make a move into 1? Is he going to hold off a bit? It looks like he's going to wait for a minute here. He's going to try to just wear him out throughout the night. A tough battle here for the race lead. Side by side again. Coleman going for it. The marbles are everywhere. I meant to. Oh, contacted Coleman up in the wall. And it goes around Coleman. Tyler Dalton involved. Hamish Gallagher. Everybody's involved. The point leaders. Oh, look at that maneuver. Oh, the 77. Kevin Stone not making it through. And Coleman really beat up truck there. Holy cow. What a wreck. That's the big one. I struggled to get words out there. I don't know who it was. I think it was the 81 there of Jason Casper. He had a very close call. Let's take a look at this. He had to go through 2 trucks. Wow. Oh, man. Between that and E.J. Rourke's moment there earlier, I mean, he went up to get away from it, and I was like, oh, no. Go down. Wow. Close calls there for Jason Casper. Bobby Wetzel, Christopher Spencer, your top 2 with Derek Myers. He held on to 3rd. We got to take a look at the replay there. What happened to bring out the yellow there? Chad Coleman goes low. Meyer and Coleman comes up. Yep, there he goes up. What a save there by Myers. I didn't really even notice that. Let's get another look at this quick. There's the contact there. I mean, it's just snapped back straight. That was kind of strange, honestly. He's gonna bring the car down pit road though. Try to bring some fresh tires. Only a couple lap difference though. So not a huge. As we are approaching the 10 laps to go mark here tonight. Wetzel, Spencer, Sexton, Cadell, Murphy, your top 5. Let's see if we can maybe get another interview here Let's see who is all in the voice chats. We got let's see. We'll have a whole lot of drivers here, but let's let's go ahead and get Derek Myers up in here quick. Hey Derek, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, looks like a bit of a racing incident there. What are your thoughts on the wreck that occurred just a few laps ago there, my friend?
It's all good. He was just sanding it. Mine was more clean than his. I just didn't lift really. I thought he was gonna back out of it, but I think he just didn't lift either. He came up into me, and you saw what happened. It sucks. We were racing for the win, but you'll have that sometimes. I don't blame him. He was just making an aggressive move. But he wasn't clear. I was there. So I mean that says enough. What'd you think of it?
Well, I prefer to stay unbiased here, but he did come up a bit there. But I will also say you chose to bring the car down pit road. Do you think the damage was that bad to affect it that much?
Yeah, this car is ruined. If we even get a top 10, that'll be like a win now. I think there will be maybe a few more wrecks here. The aggression's picking up, and we had 30 some seconds worth of damage, but we got it repaired, put 4 tires on it. We're not going to give up. We're going to go back out there and try our best.
All right, well, good luck on this restart, Derek, and hopefully number 23 is back up front. It looks like you had a fast truck here tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty fast, but yeah, we'll try our best. Have a good night.
All right, we're doing great with keeping these doing these late interviews here tonight. Man, Midnight Thunder, it's a late night series. We gotta do these late night interviews. Here we go. It's gonna be Bobby Wenzel, Christopher Spencer, Gary Sexton, and Jonathan Cadell. That took out a lot of great trucks that wreck there. So let's see what happens on this restart. All control goes to Bobby. He's up and he is away early on. 15 laps to go here at Michigan. It is all about keeping it safe. Wetzel hoping to go 2 for 2 here tonight. Let's see if he can hold on here. He's got a lot of angry, I wouldn't say angry, but aggressive drivers behind him. We've seen the aggression definitely pick up, like Derek just said. I definitely agree with that. It definitely has picked up in the past, 5 or so green flag laps, I'd say. And we're wrecking again almost. Oh, yep, there they go. Big one again. 64 around. Brett Murphy. Trouble. Oh, geez, that collected a bunch more drivers here. Let's take a look at the replay quickly. Oh, man, Gerald Livingston just had nowhere to go. That's going to end his night for sure. Huge impact on his number 96 Toyota Tundra as he's trying to get it rolling again, but it is not wanting to move. And I think it was a Sloanaker there. Yep, there he is in the 21. Keeping his truck clean, it looks like, for the most part. Maybe a little bit of rear end damage there to the 21. Not quite sure. But hi, honestly, I think the more caution laps we have, the better for your front two, really, if they want to contend for this win. That's less laps that they have to butt heads for it here. So now under this caution, we're going to go ahead and take a break, but don't leave yet, folks. We still have about 10 more laps of racing here at Michigan International Speedway. The finish coming up here in the Sim500 Midnight Thunder Truck Series. Alright, here we go. Restart coming to you. For what could be the final time here tonight. Going green with exactly 11 laps to go. Let's see how the final closing laps of this race plays out here. It's going to be very interesting to see what these drivers have in store for us, what late race moves they have up their sleeves, and what cars are left in their hand to play. Because for some drivers, time could be running out. I mean, guys who are in row 4, maybe even row 5, their chances are starting to slim down. I know this seems like a plate race, but it's a plate race where track position really, really matters. I know at your normal plate races it matters a decent amount, but I mean, if you're not inside the top 5, you're not winning within the closing laps. I mean, you have to be there at the end. I mean, passing is insanely difficult here in Michigan, so these drivers are definitely up for the challenge as we get ready for the restart yet again. Cadell all over the back bumper of Wetzel there, and Wetzel with the launch. He is off to space in that number 9 Superflow machine. That's what he wants to see behind him, though. Side-by-side racing. 10 laps to go here. Or, I'm sorry, 11 laps to go still. We'll be coming to 10 to go this time around. Jonathan Goodell not quite clear. Up into the outside wall goes the 90. He keeps it straight, though. Everyone's alive in the back. It looks like we might be able to make it a lap here. Yes, we will. We're all good. Rich Jet there making some moves in that number 36 machine. Moving and grooving. He's up to 7th right now, having a really good run for him. Oh, 3 wide is very tight contact, a lot of contact, and around goes Jerry West. Caution's going to come out again. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Is he okay? That was a wild ride. What happened? Looks. Oh my. Wow, man. From the pit wall all the way back up the track. I mean, there's not much of a worse I mean, there's nothing he could do either. He's having such a good race, man. That's one way to end your night. What a crash on lap 58. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that definitely ended his night for sure. I mean, there's no disputing that one. I mean, we're getting close. No, we're more than good on fuel because these drivers are having a lot of cautions here, a lot of pacing, a lot of tire saving. It is now Saturday morning on the East Coast. So good morning, everybody. Get yourself a coffee, sit down and enjoy the rest of the Midnight Thunder Truck Series event here. So we are in it for the long haul. As we have Wetzel and Cadell, Sexton, Gale Brooks. We haven't heard him ever before. I don't think I've seen his name before here. But I mean, he is definitely putting on a good showing here. Running 4th is number 71, Extra Life Ford F-150. That's a really nice paint scheme too. I can't tell if there's like a design going around on this side there. Honestly, hold on. We'll get a closer look at it here. We'll go ahead and get the. I think there is. I think there's like lines. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a nice extra detail, and that really does add a lot to the scheme. Like if this was all white, it still would look pretty cool. But I mean, that extra little detail there looks pretty banner as well. Is there a um? Let's see anything. I was looking for a like a graphics logo of maybe someone who did it. He might have done it too. I don't know. I don't know where people get their paints from, honestly. I think most people do it. I'm not really sure. But here we go. It is time to get this show back on the road here. Gonna be going green with about 8 laps to go. Any other surprises here tonight? Not really anything that's really catching my eye here. Tyler Dalton's still out on. Okay, no, he's not still out on track. Never mind. I thought he was. I was like, wow, he's still out on track. He had a hard hit there, just a few laps to go, and no, he is not. Just to confirm. We're gonna go ahead and right now we have. I'm looking at live onboard footage of the 89 of or the 89. Where did he go? I just saw him. There he is. Joshua Gath right here. He's streaming live on Facebook. 89 actual. Go ahead and leave him a follow. Like, check him out. Let's see what happens up front, though. I'm going to be watching his POV and watching the race as well as it happens live here in Michigan as the field heads down the backstretch to get this thing back underway. The 9 of Bobby Wetzel in number 9 Super Flow Chevrolet Silverado is going to be leading the field to green once again here tonight. We're going to be having probably one of the greatest finishes of the season here. I don't know what to expect, honestly. 6 laps to go at the line. These guys, the gloves are off. They've been off, honestly, since like lap 50, honestly. But let's see what happens here. Pace truck is off. The restart is in the hands of Bobby. Green flag is out. Not as big as not as big of a jump as he's gotten previously, but it's still enough to get those 2 cars there side by side again. Oh, he was not able to pull away this time. Oh dear, 6 laps to go here. Coming to 5 at the line. Can Bobby hold on? He has company on his outside very quickly, though. Thomas Lewandowski's going to push him. I think that's the number 13. Yeah, Gary Sexton on his outside. Jonathan Cadell there on the outside of the 20. Oh, contact again. And they keep it straight. No caution, no caution. We're all good. But at the line, Gary Sexton is going to lead that lap. 5 to go now, they reckon. It's a big one. It is a big one for sure. There's the caution finally. I was waiting for the caution to come out officially. I don't know what happened, but I saw a huge... Oh, yes. Wow. It looked like they went 4 wide. Was that Gale Brooks there? Okay, so Thomas gets loose. Okay, yep. And then here comes the field. Oh, looks like Gale just wasn't expecting him to be there. And then they just all piled in. Oh, that was close. For Catherine, I mean, he nearly got smacked on the inside there by the 98. Oh, boy. Well, it wasn't as close as I thought it was, but still, I mean, near-death experience for sure. Gary Sexton will continue to hold the race lead. And for the final time tonight, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be back. We're going into overtime here. All right, here we go. Green, white, checkered attempt green, white, checkered attempt number 1 here. As we are gonna have 2 laps of racing remaining here. We're gonna bring the field around one more time under pace, and then we'll go back green. And the field is like cut in half at this point. I think it literally is. Lead lap cars wise, we have 13 drivers on the lead lap of the 30 that started here tonight. And of the 30 that started, looks like 14, 15, 16, 17 are still running here tonight. On the restart, Sexton, Wetzel, Rich Jet. Awesome. Cadell and O'Rourke, your top 5 on this restart. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully, this is the last restart. Like I mentioned before, we have 2 green-white checkered attempts, 2 overtime attempts. And this is attempt 1 of 2. So we only have one more shot at this if this one doesn't go all to plan. But here we go. Pace car is going to pull off the speedway this time around. Green flag is out one more time after this. If we do see a caution at least, we'll have another restart. But if we can keep it green, we're racing for the win here, folks. Gloves are off. Rich Jet holding on to 4th barely right now over Derek Myers, who said it's going to be a miracle if we can get a top 10. Look where he is, top 5. Bobby Wetzel, though, he is looking for the race lead. Here it goes to the inside of Gary Sexton. They're racing to the white flag. Here comes the number 9. Huge momentum booster. Is he going to pull off the slide job? No, he's going to slide up now, though. Number 9, Bobby Wetzel back to the race lead here in Michigan. One more lap to go. Next flag will end the race. Gary Sexton back on the attack on the bottom. Here comes Jonathan Cadell. Which lane is he going to go with? Sexton pushes Bobby up a bit. Here comes Cadell with some momentum, not a lot. He's going to make a move. He's going to try to take second. Here comes the number 69 on the bottom. Can he go for the race lead? Huge dive to the inside. Oh, they're going to wreck. They're going to wreck. There they go. Bobby's going to stay up top. Is that the best move, though? Here comes Rich Jet on the bottom. Look at the momentum by the 36. It's not going to be enough. And at the line, it is going to be Gary Sexton getting the win over Bobby Wetzel and Rich Jet. Holy cow, what a final lap that was. That was... wow. Oh my dear. That was the craziest finish I've ever seen. Oh, and they're dead in the back. Okay, but anyways. Getting it done here tonight. Gary Sexton and the Battle Beaver number 13 Toyota Tundra. That makes him the 5th different winner this season. And the official top 5 finishing order is Gary Sexton, Bobby Wetzel, Rich Jet, Wesley Donaldson, and Jonathan Cadell, who went from 2nd into turn 3 and 5th out of turn 4. Crazy how quickly you can lose position here. But Gary, he's going to go ahead and burn it down here at Michigan. Oh man, That was a heck of a finish for sure. Probably one of the best finishes I've ever seen at a non-super speedway. He'll bring it into Gatorade victory lane and park it. That's how you do it, Gary. Let's go ahead and talk with tonight's race winner, Gary Sexton. Everyone got in the booth very quickly for once. Hey, Gary, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got a copy?
I do. You got a copy of me?
Yep, I hear you loud and clear, my friend. You come home with the win in a crazy last lap there. Did you think you're going to be able to hold on to it there going into 3?
I knew that if I could get the outside going in the 3 on the last lap, I probably could hold on to it. What I didn't expect was when I was crowding Jonathan, this is totally my fault. I came across his nose and got sideways, as you saw. I thought that was it, but it looked like it got everybody behind me checked up enough to, as long as I saved it, I was going to be able to beat him to the line. But yeah, I as the leader there, I anticipated that I would probably get past at some point just from the momentum, and that's what happened. So it was just my goal to try and get back to the outside of Bobby there and race as hard as we can. But yeah, crazy finish.
That was honestly probably the most eventful last lap I've ever seen, and I've been doing this for almost 2 years. You seem like you had a lot of experience in these cars. What is your experience heading into this race here tonight in Michigan?
I don't run trucks a whole lot. I really love this league. I wish I could do it more than I do. But we in one of my other leagues, we had just ran here with this combination truck, so I had some practice. I felt good enough to join late. I was able to make it, and yeah, I mean, I don't run a whole lot of trucks, but when we do, we seem to have success. So.
All right, Gary. Well, is there any other last thoughts? Thanks. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, just thanks to everybody there for racing clean up for the win. I know it can be easy to get crazy, and apologize to Cadell there for coming across his nose. I know he had a pretty big run, but yeah, overall, league putting it on, and hopefully I'll get back in here next week.
All right. Well, Gary, have a good rest of your week, man. Take it easy, and we'll see you hopefully next week at the. Oh, I don't know where you're racing next week, but yeah, take care and enjoy the win, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, now let's go ahead and get runner-up Bobby Wetzel up in the booth now. Hey, Bobby, Sean and nope, it's just me. Sean up here in the booth with VRN. You got me?
Got a copy there, Sean.
All right. Well, we talked to you before the race had started. It seemed like you were pretty confident, and honestly, I'd say pretty good, solid top 3 finish. Are you happy with where you finished here tonight?
Oh, incredibly pleased. Sitting here thinking about it, it's like, well, didn't get the win, but it's a very good points day for us. Everyone that was in front of me in the points wrecked out tonight, so we're going to be moving up, and it's going to be good for us going forward. We've got next week the iRacing Super Speedway, I believe, which you know how that is. That's a crapshoot
Yeah.
at best. But no, really pleased, extremely happy about that finish. Second place, led 25 laps. My teammate Tyler Dalton led the most at 28, but he had his problems. So overall, our team had a really good day.
And it seemed like at one point there, Bobby, since like one wreck took out like all of the good drivers. I mean, Coleman, Dalton was all taken out in it. I mean, what were your thoughts after that wreck? Did you think you were going to be able to capitalize on this and really make up a lot of ground at the championship standings?
That was my first thought. The second thought, though, was that run before. It was me, Tyler, and Chad had kind of gotten to a 3-car tandem when we were breaking away from the guys. So I was kind of upset about that first caution that bunched us back up again because I wanted to stay with me, Chad, and Tyler. But then after that wreck, I was like, oh, okay, this could work out. But then I was running with guys that I hadn't run with all night. So it was kind of like, oh, what's going to happen here, you know?
That was for sure craziness. And speaking of craziness, that last lap was really insane. Walk us through your point of view of that last lap there, Bobby.
Well, I kind of set that up. I got into the back of the leader there, Gary Sexton, going into 2, coming off of 2, which got him a little squirrely, and I backed off, and then that allowed Cadell to get a run on us. And I know that's odd saying I backed off in the last lap, but I'm thinking points still. And so we get down there in 3 and 4, and they touched, and I see Gary come sliding up in front of me, and I'm like, well, either he's going to go up and hit the wall, and I'm going to skirt in between them, or I got to let off the gas. And I just let off the gas just a little bit so I didn't get into him, and created that whole mess myself almost. But it was an amazing finish, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, with your win last week at Nashville and your runner-up finish here in Michigan, you got a lot of momentum working your way up through the championship standing. So, Bobby, with that being said, is there any other thoughts or thanks you want to give out to anyone here tonight?
I just want to say, anyone watching, Sim500 has the best drivers out there. We have our talent pool from top to bottom. You've got guys. I mean, most of us cut our teeth in the old NR4, NR 2002 through 2003, and we've been running this for almost 20 years. And I know a lot of people are sitting there going, God, don't you guys have a life or anything? But that's how fun this racing is. And if you want to come out and race with the best guys, you got to come out to Sim500. We've got racing every night. So, I mean, I just can't push that enough.
All right. Well, Bobby, thank you for joining us here tonight. And once again, congrats on your runner-up finish. And good luck next week at the Devil track. That's always a mess.
Thanks, Sean. And thank you guys for all you do, too. You guys do a wonderful job. You guys do an amazing broadcast.
All right. We'll see you next week at iRacing Super Speedway, Bobby.
Night.
All right. And finally, Rich Gent with his surprise third place finish here tonight. Hey, Rich, Sean up in the booth with VRN. You got us?
Yes, I do.
You got home, I can't speak. You came home with a third place finish. You had a incredible race, a quiet race, but you kept it clean, you kept it consistent, came home with a solid finish. So, what were your thoughts on tonight's race at Michigan?
Usually never finish many Michigan races. I think it's an awful track for me. But I just set out to just finish the race basically, and that's what happened, and that's where I got. I didn't expect to be anywhere near the front. I thought a top 15 would be a really good finish, but attrition and smaller incidents and some not pit road strategy, but as the cautions kept winding down, kind of pushed my way towards the front.
Honestly, Rich, I thought that you were going to be able to sneak by on the bottom there and steal the win. I thought they were all going to wreck in front of you there on turn 4. What were you seeing through your windshield there on that final lap?
I saw them getting together a tiny bit, and I saw that they were losing momentum. And that the previous yellow, when I had a lot of momentum, I blew past some other guys, and I knew that would be a huge thing. But I guess they weren't out of shape enough that I could get past them. But I just went as slow as I could go, hoping to stay away from them, and they would have to chase me down there, and they'd scrub off more speed. But it just wasn't close enough.
Well, you still had a solid run tonight, Rich. With that being said, buddy, is there any other thoughts or thanks you want to give out to anyone here tonight?
Steve Herring, he continues to admin this series and does a great job. Joey Gattina continues to run the league great, and it's always a fun show. Coming out late Friday night, so not to kill some time, but to do what you want to do.
Our,
Thanks to John Welko for always painting my vehicles as well. He does a great job as well.
all right, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there earlier. Have a good rest of your week, Rich, and we'll see you at the iRacing Super Speedway next week.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you all for tuning into tonight's broadcast. If you did enjoy it, please comment.